Okay, so chapter one of learning React. What is React? React is a JavaScript library that uses the concept of reusable components. Now, that's all that basically, that's all you need to know about what React is. Furthermore, when you're programming, we'll understand more about React. So let's get started with the first thing, that is how to make a React project. So I'm going to open Terminal and write cmd and write npm create byte at the rate latest, and I'm going to give project name as my app, and then click on byte, sorry, or react, and then javascript with swc, and I'm going to say no, I want to do that manually. So next I'm going to do cd my app and then npm install to install all the dev dependencies. Okay, so the project, sorry, the dev dependencies are installed. Now let's take a look at our project. So we have node modules, that is where all the project dependencies are stored. Then we have public, where all the public assets that you need to serve on your website would be there. And SRC, where the entire coding process takes place. Now I'm going to run this project. To run a project in React, all you have to do is npm run dev. Right? Dev. This would open on this localhost port. As you can see, we have our. So the code you can see is like the template code that is given to us, which is in app.jsx. Now, if I do any changes over here, it will get reflected there. So I'm going to write hello world just to prove it. As you can see, byte plus react got changed to hello world. Later, I'm going to remove these lines. Anything went? Yeah, that went. Then I'm gonna remove this. Let's see what goes. Okay, things are going. So that means this is a part of the code that you need to change. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna basically remove everything in this because we don't need most of it. Don't need this one as well. This is all like template code that is given. We will be writing our own code from the scratch actually, and go to index.css and remove everything. Go to app.css and remove everything. Now we have this basic piece of code. Now let's see what's going on over here. This is a functional component. See, functional, it's like a JavaScript function that will return an HTML code. So the thing is that this will return only one piece of HTML code. Now I'm going to write hello world in this, and then, okay, maybe welcome to my React app as well. As you can see, we have it reflected on the output screen as well. Now, but if I write this P outside this bracket, the angular bracket, this is going to throw an error because this is considered as two HTML elements. So that's not allowed. We can only serve one HTML. We can only return one HTML element per functional component. This thing that you can see, it's called a fragment. This is like the one HTML element that is getting returned, and these are its children. What we basically do is that we write like hello world, and we write hello, and then we write a bunch of other code. And then we just wrap it in a fragment so that it will be treated as one uh, one HTML element. If not this, there are other people that do like div and then wrap the entire code in that. That also you can do. That's also correct. But yeah, anything but one HTML element. That's it. Okay. This functional component is getting exported with the help of this line over here. And this, since this is getting exported, it has to be imported somewhere, right? Yeah, so that importing process is being done in main.jsx. So in main.jsx, it is getting imported, as you can see, import app from app.jsx and getting rendered as a self-empty tag. time to write some code, right? Yeah, that's basically the introduction to React. Now let's get into writing some code. So I am pretty sure you know HTML because you came all this way. So we have h1 tag, then we have h2 tag, and so on. There are plenty of tags. I am not gonna cover all that here. Now I'm gonna show you how to make a component. Component. What's a component? Component is a piece of the website. Example, as you can see, I have hello, hello, hello. I want to make a component that will replicate this again and again. It's like a function being called whenever you need it. So I'm gonna create a folder here and I'm gonna name it components. This is a component for my website. And then I'm gonna write, let's give hello.jsx. JSX. There we go. And then we write RAFCE to get the template. Now, if you don't get this, what I need you to do is that go to your extensions and then write ES7. If you write ES7, you're gonna get this React plus Redux, this thing, code snippets. Make sure you have this installed and then you'll get the template code as I'm doing it. So what I'm gonna do is that since this is a hello component, I'm gonna write h1 hello, and then I'm gonna write give a h2 hello, and then one last hello that'll be h3 hello. Okay, now we made a component. Now how do we show it on our website? As you can see, this is a component that is getting exported. So if it's getting exported, we can import it somewhere, correct? So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna open angular bracket, write hello, because that is the name of our component. And then as you can see, we have from components folder, we have a hello component. So I'm going to click on that and that is getting imported and I'm going to self end this tag. As you can see, we have hello, hello, hello. If I write this again, I'll get the same thing again. If I write this again, I'll get the same thing again. This is the concept of calling a function repeatedly, isn't it? If I like now, for example, if I write h3 and write break here, you can see we got h3, three hellos of h3, and then we got a break here, and then it continues. Now, if I put this down, you'll get hello, hello, hellos, and then break here. So the order in which you render component is also important. Okay, so I hope you understood that part. I'm going to explain that with another example. So I'm going to write another component called footer.jsx and then RAFCE. So RAFCE to open this, and I'm going to write h1 footer and then import this in our app.jsx like this. Say footer, yes, that one, and then self end it. So you get hello, 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 footer. Now if I write this footer on top, I get footer, hello, hello, hello. Okay. So that's how things work. That's how you make components and render them. So make sure that the order in which you're rendering is very important. Okay. So that's basically it for chapter one. I will meet you all in chapter two.